Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back to a new video here on One Baba Salam. One of the stories that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala related in Surah Al-Kahf is the story of the man of the Kahf, the man of the cave. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala confirms the story of the man of the cave by relating it in the surah. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala held back some information that are not important to us as far as we Muslims are concerned, as far as the people that whom the surah was revealed to answer to their questions are concerned, which means whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stressed on in the surah is important and carries lots of lessons in guidance for anyone who is looking for guidance. When we read the surah and contemplate its meaning, we realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes mention of how people varied in their opinion regarding the number of the men of the cave. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still didn't tell us the exact number of the men of the cave, because as curious it can be, or we can be, to want to know, it adds no value. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Kahf, narrating the story of the man of the cave, he gave detailed account of how the men of the cave were preserved for 309 years. How they were lying down, how he made the sun to focus on them in the morning, and how he made the sun to touch them in the afternoon. Subhanallah. And then to the extent that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions their non-human companion, the dog. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not mention to us the location of the cave. So what's the significance of wanting to know the place of the cave? It may only add to some curiosity, but it will not add any value as far as the iman of the believer is concerned. Therefore, it is important for the Muslim to uphold the principles and the faith which the companion of the cave established, that earned them the recognition to the extent that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned them in the Quran for you and I, for all Muslims to read until the day of judgment. In other words, when the Muslim reads Surah Al-Kahf once a week and contemplates on its meaning, it helps him to establish a very firm principles as well as strong faith, just like the men of the cave established by Allah's will. But making a trip to a place that is said to belong to the men of the cave doesn't increase us in iman, nor does it make us better Muslims. The companions of the Prophet ﷺ lived and traveled to the place where it is claimed to be the place of the Ashabul Kahf. Whether it is true or not, that doesn't matter. But going there and making a trip there doesn't add any value to us as far as being Muslim is concerned. Subhanallah, among other interesting things, among other principles, among other lessons that reading Surah Al-Kahf and contemplating its meaning earns us, is that it strengthens our faith and in the prophethood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How is that? Inshallah, I will highlight that in my next video, inshallah ta'ala. So stay tuned. In addition to that, you will want to check out tvk.academy, our Simple RYQ Surah Al-Kahf series, and see how we are actually learning Surah Al-Kahf by reading. And also, we are actually progressing. Subhanallah. So today, we have reached to episode number 6 out of 35 fruitful episodes. After reading, inshallah, we will be doing reflection, which will cover some of the things I mentioned in this video and also in future videos, inshallah ta'ala. So you may want to check out tvk.academy on YouTube or on Facebook and join, so that it is free, by the way, so that we will learn Surah Al-Kahf reading and also contemplating, reflecting upon some of the lessons that the surah carries, in the hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open our heart and grant us the courage to establish strong faith as the men of the cave did, which earned them the mention in the Quran, inshallah ta'ala. Until then, I leave you in Allah's protection. See you and see you in Jannah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
ودمع الأسى كل حين يزيد فقد قلت في الآي لا تقنطوا وإن تعف عني فذا يوم عيد وإن تعف عني فذا يوم عيد